Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening dinner for the IISS Cartagena Dialogue, the Trans-Pacific Summit. We are delighted to have worked with the government of Colombia, and in particular with the Ministry of Defense, to organize this event. We also want warmly to thank TV Caracol, the Abras Group, HSBC, Mitsubishi Corporation, and ICTSI for their enthusiasm and support for this dialogue. The International Institute for Strategic Studies is based in London and has offices in Washington, Singapore, and Bahrain. We have an individual and corporate membership spread over all 5 continents. Our mission is to provide fact-based analysis on international security trends and to inspire well-informed strategic debate on international affairs. We work closely with governments, the private sector, and experts of many kinds from across the world to deliver first-class research and promote a better understanding of international affairs. Our publications offer excellent guides to the facts and the policies that shape the strategic landscape. We convene many small and discrete conferences to assist in conflict resolution, larger ones to examine among experts geopolitical and geoeconomic issues, in both large and small meetings to bring government leaders and the private sector together. In Asia, the Institute has convened the IISS Shangri-La Dialogue for 14 years that brings together the defense ministers of the Asia-Pacific and key outside powers. In the Middle East, the IISS Manama Dialogue has since 2004 brought together regional national security establishments and external actors. Both these events have helped to inspire stronger trans-regional links and over time have produced important policy innovations. The IISS is working from this strong base to be further engaged in Latin America and to bring Latin American perspectives to a global audience. This IISS Cartagena Dialogue is an important step in that process. We hope that it will give birth to an exciting new period of cooperation between the IISS and Latin America, and in particular Colombia, our host nation for this event. It has 2 broad purposes. First, it is designed to examine the potential for further trans-Pacific cooperation in various fields. The establishment of the Pacific Alliance in 2011, comprising Mexico, Colombia, Peru, and Chile, naturally has invited interest in how these countries might strengthen and diversify their links with the other side of the Pacific. How might these countries do so individually, and how might they do so as a group? Equally, states in the Asia-Pacific are generally becoming more interested in Latin America, and the prospect for South-South cooperation between the 2 regions needs to be explored. How might countries and businesses of the Asia-Pacific look to the Pacific Alliance, and how would they place the Pacific Alliance states in their overall approaches to Latin America? Our first mission here is to test the strength of the trans-Pacific idea politically. It is to examine how trade and investment flows might in time develop, how experiences of financial integration on both sides of the Pacific might be compared, and how areas of further political cooperation could realistically open. In that sense, we have a geoeconomic agenda. Second, the IISS Cartagena Dialogue is designed to examine in detail some of the security and stability questions that are being confronted in this part of the world. These countries are seen as emerging and high-growth markets by businesses and fund managers. There are also areas of political risk that cause concern, as well as incomplete understanding of the measures that are being taken to strengthen national stability. Our second mission here is to define further the steps that can be taken to entrench security gains and widen the rule of law, with reference to both Latin American and Asian examples. The problems of insurgencies, drugs and insecurity, the challenges of organized crime and the informal mining sector, and the opportunities for conflict resolution, the rebuilding of societies, are all on our program. In that sense, we have a geopolitical agenda as well. It may be some time before the Trans-Pacific idea captures the political imagination as powerfully as did the transatlantic idea in the last century. But surely it will happen this century. The Latin American countries of the Asia-Pacific should play a full role in developing the Trans-Pacific idea and in drafting a Trans-Pacific agenda. To launch the debate at this IISS Cartagena dialogue, we are privileged to have with us a remarkable leader. Juan Manuel Santos Calderón is the 32nd President of Colombia, having earlier served as Minister of Defense when I first met him, and as Minister of Finance as well as Minister of Foreign Trade. He was one of the original founders of the Pacific Alliance and has energetically led an administration that is modernizing the country and presenting an extrovert, dynamic character on the international stage. Your aim has long been to obtain peace with a maximum of justice, and there is no question that a satisfactory end to the civil conflict that has been fought in this country for half a century would inspire and accelerate Colombia's future development. Mr. President, the IISS looks forward to an ever closer strategic partnership with your country and this region. We want to do what we can to inspire stronger trans-regional cooperation, specifically here, trans-Pacific cooperation, and to conduct first-class analysis on the geopolitical and geoeconomic trends in this region. From this IISS Cartagena dialogue, I hope that the message can go back to Asia, that Asia needs to be a big part of the Colombian growth story now, and all the more so if a peace process can be successfully concluded. Asia and Latin America are growing closer. Your thoughts on Colombia's Pacific strategy are of great interest to us all. And so it is with pleasure that I invite you to give the keynote address tonight. Señor Presidente, the floor and that podium is yours.